Hello there, I'm Brad Barton and welcome to 1.21 Geekawatts, an extremely low-tech look at the 1.21 most interesting stories in geek pop culture today. There is nothing wrong with your TV set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. Those were some of the opening lines of the narration of the sci-fi anthology TV show The Outer Limits from the 1960s. The show has had revivals on Showtime and the Sci-Fi Channel over the years, and now it is headed for the big screen, as all old TV shows apparently must. I guess. It just seems to be the trend, and it's not going away. Scott Derrickson, who was recently hired to direct Doctor Strange for Marvel Studios, will develop the property alongside C. Robert Cargill, who co-wrote the horror film Sinister with Derrickson. The film is to be based on a classic episode from the TV series called Demon with a Glass Hand, which was originally written by Harlan Ellison. So, good luck, boys. Don't screw it up. Way back in the early days of Marvel Comics' Epic Comics imprint, Carl Potts created a series called The Alien Legion, which was originally conceived of as the Foreign Legion in space, but populated by a few humanoids, but mostly of aliens of all shape, size, and temperament. The series has bounced around between a variety of different publishers over the years, and it has now landed at Titan Comics, which this Wednesday will launch the miniseries Alien Legion Uncivil War. The fine folks at Titan provided me with an early peek, and I'm happy to report that this series remains very, very cool. Uncivil War is a welcome reunion with the veteran soldiers of Nomad Squad in a story that begins as a glorified babysitting mission escorting an armada of war refugees. But as with all missions that are a little too quiet, the sense of unease builds, and it becomes clear that the Legionnaires are probably in over their heads and are about to be caught in the middle of something very big and very splody. Technical term right there, splody. Alien Legion is military science fiction in which characterization counts and it is valued. The creative team, Chuck Dixon, Larry Stroman, and Carl Potts, they know these characters inside and out, and it shows. This is a series so confident in its rich history, it comes with a glossary, people. There's a glossary at the end of this book. Splody, sadly, is not one of the words in that glossary. And that's not that you need the glossary to enjoy a very cool slice of sci-fi comic book dumb that I didn't realize that I missed as much as I did. So it's a good read. Get thee to the comic book store, people. The commanding officer in Alien Legion is a blue-skinned character who has a serpentine body from the waist down. There he is in action back in the 80s. For today's trivia question, I want you to name that Legionnaire. The answer to Wednesday's trivia question was Wizards of the Coast, and many of you answered with the correct answer, but the first person who answered correctly was Paul Romero of New York, New York. Congratulations, Paul. You win the remote control to my dining room air conditioner. Air conditioner sold separately. Hey, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you enjoy the show, please help spread the word and share a favorite episode with a geek-inclined friend. I would greatly appreciate that. You can subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so, and you can always reach out to me and say hello on the comment section attached to this video, as well as over on Twitter, where I am at BradBarton72. Otherwise, that's all for this week. I'll see you next week for more 1.21 Geekawatts. Bye-bye, everyone.